Hey guys, welcome back. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Okay guys, welcome back. I wanted to break this into little chunks so we're back in the schoolroom. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, I have to look cute now. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling the dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort into something to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work very hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it does make school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked very hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Kitty, what type of things do you like to read? Text in these games? Well, Five Nights at Freddy's books count? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke about without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. That's my girl! I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something so I can relate at least the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another realm, then I really can't put it down. This game is getting good. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine, little Miss Cutie Pants. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Who's your cute little baby? You are. Suri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them? Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I really want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone! Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own! Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Kitty? Oh god, I picked such a bad name! Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to at least stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have the other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Dejected eyes? I'm having FNAF flashbacks! But... I'm sorry, I thought... Oh my god, I think their eye color's just about the same. Kitty! You all I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official! Welcome to the literature club! Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Kitty, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Kitty! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clothes. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Spoken like a dude! Alright! I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, so let's get our poetry on. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. I understand this game gets really sad. And I don't know what my choices are gonna do, but I love horror, you guys know that, so let's pick all horror elements. Oh my god, I hope I don't hurt one of the girls by doing this. Death. Romance? You think romance or desire? Let's say romance. Oh, not suicide. No. Fear. Let's say childhood. Is Kitty my name or Kitty a cat? Let's see Kitty. I could have picked better words. Amazing. I am making really different choices. This was about where I stopped the first time I played it. Chocolate. Valentine or playground? Let's go with playground. Bunny! Bunny for my bun. Cage uncanny. Feet captive broken by restrained. Promise. Let's say rainbow. This is gonna be the strangest poem ever. Boop! Yeah, let's go with boop. Nightcat, kiss, portrait, climax, bust, misfortune. Treasure. Fluffy. Sparkle. This started off as a horror poem and now it's just becoming poofy, fluffy fluff. Play. Marshmallow. Doki Doki. That's when your heart beats faster. So, Doki Doki. Graveyard. Just throw some spooky back in. Puppy! Puppy graveyard. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know why they gave me a YouTube channel. Hi again, kitty. I'd like to see you didn't want to wait on us, huh? I'm glad to see. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, kitty. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not even accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack! Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too! I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Jeez. Itsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Yes, it is. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Kitty always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kitty can become good friends too. This is just getting weird. Sayori! You should have said that. Now I'm talking like a girl for both voices. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Why wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy! It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't even expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Oh, alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. What book is it? We'll find out next time. I'm gonna stop it here. I don't want to keep these too long. I know this game's supposed to be kind of short. It's sad, and I don't want to keep these episodes over long, so I'll stop it here. So I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.